Some women are in relationships and are married to some men, and they just waiting for him to do something wrong so that they have an excuse so they can get back out to the streets.
Don't shave your booty hairs for no man, cause in 2 days, that booty gonna be itching.
Because, okay, this is what also irritates me. I am so tired of these women calling me ugly. Okay, they'll call me ugly when I don't even know what they look like. Take off the 10 pounds of makeup, okay? No, seriously, if you're gonna insult someone's appearance, and they do the same thing to the men. They used to call Kevin Samuels gay. They would call him ugly. Like, I don't want to sleep with you anyway. Okay, before you do that, I want to see what you look like with no Botox for 3 months. I want to see what you look like without your waist trainer. I want to see what you look like without all the shit you put on your face. Fillers. The lip fill. Because when you think about it, it's really lying. Because you're telling the guys that, like, imagine.
So I want to talk about why men of this generation are scared of women. And I think that has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one, dating apps has made it so that men do not have to risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends or embarrassment or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed. Men can go on an app and just swipe, and if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them, so there's literally no risk. Second, I think that people having phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men because they always think that, like, a girl is going to record them and call them a creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's, like, one of the things that they fear the most. They never want to be that creepy guy, and now in this generation, everything's recorded and put on TikTok, so they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to pornography and things like that to even go on dates, and they're so scared of being, like, called a creep or getting, like, accused of something that it's easier for them to just stay inside. I'm not saying this is an excuse, and men, you need to get out there and get over this, but I'm just explaining why I feel like men truly are scared of women in this generation.
Since I have some awesome guys on TikTok right now listening, I'm thinking, may I have your opinion, please? What is it with men these days and not wanting to date? Do you guys have a fear of commitment? Is it the woman these days? Does it have anything to do with spending money on women? Does it have anything to do with trust issues? Maybe dating apps? Maybe you feel like there are endless options in terms of significant others? Please let me know in the comments.
If we all put our fucking foot down and we get off the dating apps, men are gonna go back to talking to women in public because they don't do it anymore because it's just so much easier to go on an app and swipe. I really feel like when you get out of the mindset of allowing men to, like, behave mediocrely with you, when you get out of that, you'll realize that it's almost impossible for someone to come with, like, the pressure right off a dating app because they've never had a conversation with you in person. They don't know who you are. How can I expect you to, like, want to plan an amazing date for me and the only thing you have to go off of is 4 prompts and some photos of me? When somebody meets you in person, there's more of that initial connection, so they're more likely to be a bit more emotionally involved with you. So this is your sign. Get off the apps, go find your man at Erewhon, the gym, something. Anyways, I'm going to Pilates so that I can get my body right and tight.
Right.
Every time men approach these women, they get shamed and treated like garbage. This 304 is only talking about top-tier men hitting on her in public. She's just seeking validation and wants the right to reject men, often doing so in a way that makes her look empowered while humiliating the men. She wants us to sacrifice our dignity so she can feel superior, especially by rejecting us in front of her friends, who will laugh like hyenas. Meanwhile, she'll label men as creeps and thirsty on social media and play the victim. The reality is, more men would actually reach out to her on dating apps if she set her height limit lower than 6A, and if she gave more than 1 or 2 word responses or actually responded to the matches she gets.
Because living in a man's world is boring. Men don't have nowadays nothing to offer besides money, and because they don't come with real value. Men value have decreased immensely throughout decades. Literally, you guys do not believe in honor and street code.
Street code? Shut the fuck up! Oh my God!
Why natural Jimmy? Who is teaching you this foolishness?
Yo, the amount of fucking women who have the audacity to speak on relationships, and then you can just tell based off of the shit that they say, they've chosen some of the worst men imaginable to date, and then claim that it's a whole societal problem, that men's value is wrong because of fucking street code? Are you dumb?
Shit. Just burned their whole goddamn.
I can't relate to none of you bitches because I will cheat so fast. I'll cheat. I don't give a fuck. I will cheat. I will cheat. That nigga come back from Popeyes and he don't have all the motherfucking sauces that I asked for, because I be asking for hella sauce. If I go to Popeyes, if I go to the Mexican spot, I need mad sauce, nigga. If you come back with only 3 sauce, I don't know. I have to cheat on you. Like, I'm not playing fair. I'm not playing fair. You know I don't like no dry ass food. Now I gotta cheat.
If she says, you're always insecure and controlling, you never let me go to the nightclubs, you always want me to unfollow and block me guy friends. What the fuck she's trying to say is you don't let her cheat in peace. Now stay woke in these streets. Big brr. She's for the fucking streets,
4 positive differences in dating in your 30s. For one, you don't have to wait around. No one that you find that's your person in your 30s is gonna make you wait 3 years for a proposal. You are gonna get engaged probably within 8 months or a year and a half, so that's exciting. Number 2, you know how to communicate. In fact, both you and your potential partner know how to communicate really well because you've done the work on yourself and you've healed from all of the past stuff. Number 3, you get to have the wedding or no wedding of your dreams because you can probably pay for it and you don't have to rely on your parents. Number 4, because you are so confident in yourself and have worked on that through the years, you can have those tough conversations like, so are we moving in together or what?
No man is rushing to marry a post-war woman, especially today when he knows he's getting leftovers. Men were eager to commit to them in their early 20s and at 18, but these 304s preferred to live the sex and the city lifestyle. It's only now at 30 that they realize they're not 21 forever, but by then it's too late. They start waiting for a man to save them, believing that the not knowing how to communicate excuse will somehow work. The truth is, communication is not a skill that magically develops at 30. It's about finally choosing to act like a responsible adult after over a decade of playing games. They mature out of necessity, hoping to lure a man into commitment. As one top commenter put it, know how to communicate. 30-year-old men still don't.
There was a study done in the 90s, and what they found out, I think, still holds true today. So what they did is they took a group of men and they took a group of women and they categorized these men. So it was like high status, t-shirt, McDonald's. Same thing with the women. High status, t-shirt, McDonald's. And then they asked, the men, okay, would you go to coffee with this person, go on a date, marry? And in all 3 categories, the guy didn't care. He's like, yes, sure, whatever. With women, it was a whole different story. Women went to the high status man for the majority of them. So that was for coffee, date, marriage. My takeaway on this is just goes along with the trends I've been seeing. So we are in this Kardashian culture and have been for, 10 years. I don't know how long they've been on. But this idea of perfection has just been kind of unseen before. I mean, before we had magazines, we knew they were kind of airbrushed, but what we see now, women are doing eyebrows, microblading, dermaplaning, eyelash extensions, hair extensions, lip fillers, cheek fillers, breast implants, butt implants, fat transfer, taking ribs out. I mean, literally women are taking their ribs out. So I think just the pressure and the unattainable beauty that they put on themselves, they're also putting that sort of unattainable image and desire on a guy as well. And that's why these guys are backing out, because guys know, that's crazy. We can't do all that. Some can. I mean, it's the small minority can do that. But for the majority of men, they're not going to be able to get to your high standards that you not only put on yourself, but you're putting on these men too. And I don't even know if women are aware that they're doing that. And if you think about it, it's really a beautiful thing that men will just kind of take you as you are. They don't need you to be high status, or they don't care where you work. If you work at McDonald's or you're making 6 figures and some executive of a company. But look at what we're doing to men. We want them to just be everything. It's unattainable. They're getting out of the market, and rightfully so. So I even asked my brother about this. I said, hey, is this true? Men don't care? He's like, 1,000%. Men could give 2 shits. And I was like, that's going to be a topic then. So anyways, guys, follow for more. Comment below what you think, or, even ask your friends, talk about their experience, and leave it in the comments. Because I think we're onto something.
This one's going to be a shocker. I went on a date. But wait, It was good. Like, really good. Finally. They say you're supposed to know in like the first 5 minutes if things are gonna be good. Things were gonna be good. Yes. So I made a bold move. I invited him to a barbecue with all of my friends. But he agreed to come. I wanted to impress him. So I went to the liquor store and I bought his favorite drinks. Take a stab at my love language. There was a 7-day window from date to barbecue. We spoke 4 out of 7 days. No plot twist, things were good. Fast forward to the day of the barbecue. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, and I'm excited. Hey, Happy Paws, keep it down over there. Guess who doesn't show up? I love looking stupid. I text. No reply. Text again. No reply. Thank you so much for that. The next day, his excuse, I needed to stay home with my dog.
The single mum in the video who used hashtags like momlife, dating, Tinder, and over 30 is facing the consequences of her choices. Her ghosting problem might have been avoided if she hadn't ghosted the father of her child in the first place. Karma is real, and her post-war realization of her diminished value is hitting hard. The man she dated seemed to match what she was looking for, but she only qualified for a friends with benefits situation, not a real relationship. Inviting him to meet her friends implied a desire for commitment, which he wisely avoided. He might have genuinely liked her, but his dog's needs were a priority, and he chose to stay responsible for his pet. The hasty judgments and constant social media posting likely made him see dating her as not worth the trouble. Social media often forces women to disclose private matters for validation, disqualifying them from serious commitments. Single mothers already starting behind will find it even harder to attract a good partner if they rush into relationships or use social media as a platform.
Men are not allowed to have preferences, standards, and boundaries.
Oh,
like,
yes,
look at the
men
bitch.
are totally allowed. So allowed to have preferences.
The shaming language has been through the roof. It's insecure. It's controlling. The P word. Like, it's been almost crazy. Like the degree to which you are trying to pathologize men's almost innate attraction to women who are not promiscuous. Like, you're pathologizing men's attraction to women who are not, basically.
No, I don't think. You weren't saying like you guys can't have preference. I
No,
feel
but
like
you're saying it's pedophilic that men are attracted to women who are not promiscuous,
if you, like, look at society and the way things are, like, it's totally like this big, like, the porn industry makes so much money on like fetishizing pedophilia, about how, like,
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
That's illegal.
Can I give you a big hug? No, thanks.
This popular cosplayer who went by the name of Inquisitor3 tragically took his own life recently on TikTok Live following a slew of false accusations against him. His home was successfully entered and CPR was performed, but tragically his father has confirmed his passing. He was only 23 years old. His accusers are a 20-year-old man who we only know as Tito, this adult woman who we only know as Keegan's Mask, and Tito's 17-year-old minor girlfriend who we only know as AJ. The plot to forge false allegations against Inquisitor3 began in mid to late September when Tito and his minor girlfriend AJ began exchanging texts like these. AJ asks, "What the f are we gonna do?" Tito responds, "It's not a life or death crisis, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep flirting with him and see where it goes. If he starts to get, then I will expose him. We just need better and more proof." However, their attempts didn't work, and as you can see here, when AJ attempts to say things like, "I love you, date me," Inquisitor3 plainly rejects her, saying, "You should ask in general if you can DM me." She says, "Oh, sorry, can we get to know each other?" Nope. Why? She says, "I'm not a minor," a lie, but he says, "I'm not interested, I'm sorry." AJ even acknowledges that Inquisitor had minor DNI, which means do not inbox, in his bio, and she chose to still lie. This is her messaging Keegan, talking about how they need to get more evidence. So at the behest of these two adults, Tito and Keegan's Mask, AJ then offers to start doing some editing work for Inquisitor3, which he accepts, believing she is an adult. Once AJ started doing edits for Inquisitor3, she, Tito, and Keegan's Mask began saving any and every message that read as even remotely flirty between the two of them in their campaign against him. But Inquisitor caught on to this and even started to call her out. He said, "I'm not a fan of the way you acted." Huh? If you can please stop texting me, you'd be very kind. Damn, what did I do? I just want you to see this. You know me, you know who I am. I never exposed you. I just want to talk with you again. As he becomes more and more wise to the accusations they're starting to make about him, she starts to act even more stupid.
He provides screenshots, however, of her saying, "You do know he's a, right? I got a lot of proof." He says, "So who's this?" That's when she starts to say, "I didn't do that. Oh, no way. My friend Diana's on my account." He says, "Bro, get a life." And in early October, after Inquisitor 3 decided to finally stop talking to AJ for good after hearing she was trouble, Keegan's Mask led the charge and they launched their attack against him. It wasn't much, but Keegan's Mask began sharing these messages out of context in a desperate attempt to paint Inquisitor as a predator. The thing she left out, however, is that these were just enthusiastic responses to him finding that she had created so many edits for him in such a brief amount of time. And also fully believing she's an adult. But because she's a pretty popular girl, Keegan's Mask's accusations spread like wildfire, and after multiple days of online and offline attacks, having the worst and heftiest accusations lodged against him, and believing that his life was over, Inquisitor 3 left us. Keegan and Tito have both issued statements, not apologies or condolences, mind you, but excuses that all they did was share their concerns. But as the rest of us remain devastated and broken in the wake of these unnecessary lies, we do have a lot of questions to ask. Should minors face repercussions for lying about their age online, especially if it results in so much damage? Is there any justice these false accusers will face, or will they just remain anonymous trolls online forever? If you are a man feeling depressed, anxious, or struggling at all, please remember that there is a crisis hotline at 988 in the States, or just reach out to literally anyone. I can promise you that your brothers would always rather you cry on their shoulder than them be crying at your funeral. Rest in peace, Vincent. You didn't deserve this, man.
The risk of false accusations has made many men wary of working with women, as one unfounded claim can ruin lives. The issue of minors having social media accounts is also concerning, especially since many underage girls use these platforms to seek attention from adults, often leading to problematic situations. To mitigate these risks, especially when hiring online, it's crucial to verify identities by obtaining official documents like a driver's license. The adults involved in these situations, as well as any minors conspiring with them, should face severe legal consequences. This includes potential prison sentences of 10 to 23 years, reflecting the serious impact their actions can have on others, such as the tragic case of the streamer who took his own life. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What are your thoughts? Share them in the comments section below. Remember, the best comment will win some great gifts. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Drop a comment, share the video, and see you in the next one. Until next time.